All the action at the World Compak Sporting, we're at EJ Churchill. New Olympic greats, we speak with Steve Scott and my husband, Edward Ling. Welcome to Claysports.
It's a very special gathering. Some of the most talented, young and exciting shots in the country are here under one banner, Laporte. These clay shooters are all benefiting from their relationship with the company, and today they're giving something back.
Yeah, I've got a great working relationship with Laporte, they're fantastic.
Laporte as a company is just great, all the people are really friendly, want to get to know you.
Some of the nicest people in clay shooting for sure.
High Lodge Shooting Ground is hosting this event. It's a busy try-day, and there's a few willing volunteers keen to learn about clay shooting from the likes of the Aarons, Aaron Harvey and Aaron Heading.
Right underneath it. There you go. I got that. Yeah. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Look at that. Easy as that, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this country who have a lot of experience and don't share it and trying to help people to progress. You know, I strongly feel if I can help other people to progress in their disciplines, even in Olympic trap, it's only going to raise my game because I want to better it. I've been a little bit unlucky in the past few years where injuries and bits and pieces, you know. If I didn't have shooting to train for, to recover for, I wouldn't be the person who I am now. Shooting as a sport, it's a great sport, and it gives me the drive to get out of bed every morning.
This is really what the day is all about, spreading the word about our wonderful sport. Laporte wants its sponsored shots to be proactive and, most importantly, welcoming.
Hey, got it.
Cheryl Hall is one of the best shots in the world and is responsible for really encouraging others into shooting. She's already proved that with a bit of support, novices will enter top-class competitions. They just need a shove in the right direction.
So my friend runs the Shotgun and Chelsea Burn Club, which is a club about getting ladies into shooting. And basically, those ladies go to the clubs and shoot 50 or 75 bags. But from what we're doing now with the Next Steps programme, is building confidence within those ladies. And it could be opened up to guys, it could be kids, it could be anybody, but we're trying to build confidence to take them round the bigger competitions. So by me encouraging them, quite strongly, to participate in the Next Steps programme, we can then get them shooting the registered targets and the competitions. I've just come back from the English Open where I've had lots of ladies that wouldn't even dream of shooting in an English Open compete the whole course. They've finished it and they've come away from that absolutely buzzing. And I'm pretty sure that if there's more ladies go out there and shoot, there's going to be more guys going to come out and say, well, if the girls can do it, we can do it too.
Now here is someone who really needs a shove in the right direction. Galia Fallon runs Laporte in the UK and doesn't often find herself smoking her own products. But when Cheryl puts her mind to something, it tends to happen.
Yay! Can you do it again?
Yeah, sure.
Addicted?
I would be.
Shooting is one of the most inclusive sports in the world. Look at any competition of any size and there's 8-year-olds shooting side by side with 80-year-olds. The sport teaches discipline and dedication, and most importantly, it's fun. And what a better way of showing that than by a world champion shot and High Lodge Shooting Ground owner John Bidwell performing some trick shots in front of the guests.
Now I meant every one of them.
It's been a successful day and has hopefully inspired others to take up clay shooting. And that's no bad thing, as there's no better way of finding the natural athlete in everyone. The World Compak 2016 came to EJ Churchill's, a shooting ground that is used to holding competitions on the world stage. And preparations for the competition have been running smoothly.
Yeah, well, we're in the middle of the first day of the World Compak anyway. It feels like the middle because they're allowed to practice for 2 days. So today's the first day. 4 days, back to back, shoot 50 targets a day, 200 in total. So it's we've got the weather, been blessed by the weather, absolutely gorgeous. So it's been a fantastic start. We've got nearly just short of 400 people. So and they each have to shoot every day. So they start today, 50 targets, and then all the way through. Find a winner. Hopefully, George. Am I biased? Probably, just a bit. Just a bit. Talking to a few of the very good British shots, you know, most of them don't practice at all. They just go in there and shoot it. I was talking to some yesterday evening, and they just said, you know, they didn't want to go and shoot a 25 and then, you know, go back the next day. And, you know, if they then not concentrating whatever or taking it easier, then they'll see. But no, apparently most of them don't. But the foreigners, I mean, they just shoot and practice and practice and practice and practice. It's quite an interesting one. I mean, look, the great shots have the ability to hit every single target out there. There's nothing that should catch them out. But of course there will be, because, you know, there's a lot of targets. You know, you've got to think about different things, different menus, different options. And so, yeah, it'll be challenging for them.
The event has a relaxed feel, and with only 50 targets a day to shoot, there's lots of time for the competitors to unwind. Mark Windsor shot in the morning and took the rest of the day to relax and to recover, as he's not quite feeling fighting fit.
It's been a game of two halves for me, carrying a bit of a neck injury, so I really struggled today. I fell over when I was shooting or hunting in New Zealand and really jarred my neck. This event for me, the World Compak, is it's always an interesting one. You know, you usually you get higher scores in Compak because, you know, there's a distance limit of 40 and 60 yards. 60 yards a long way, 40 yards at the distance. So everything's in that, we would say, easy box, but it's a very technical kind of shooting. You know, you've got to be really, really tight with your game. You can't make any small mistakes. You've got to really have your mental game good for this as well, because it's not just about going out there and shooting. It's about going out there and not missing. That's the game for Compak, you know.
With the competition running smoothly, the manager of the shooting ground is using the time he has to take in the day and see how the shooters are getting on.
So far, it's going really well. Good feedback. Clients and competitors are all enjoying it, and the weather's good, so that's a bonus.
The president of the FITASC Association, Jean-Francois Palankis, is also delighted with the event and how it's been run.
This is a way for the future, okay? It's more fast. You don't lose any minutes. We don't use any more paper, for example. Okay, so there is no mistake with the mark, and so the score is a score, and nobody contests.
It's not only the shooters that have been getting some practice in. The course designer has also been using the practice sessions to get everything in perfect working order.
I've shot this course myself, and I really enjoyed it.
Challenging.
Yeah, it was challenging. I have especially worked on distance, angles, speed, and a lot of kind of variations. So it looks easy, but it's very technical.
The weather is always a factor for shooters to deal with, but with scorching summer conditions, George Digweed thinks we could see a high score.
Look, you know, it's first day of the major championship. I've come up, shot 2 layouts, shot the first one as well as I could have shot it, and shot the second one about as poorly as I could have shot it. Sitting on 47 in World Championships, you know, in this discipline where you can't afford to miss is not ideal. You can only lose it today, and I probably have, in the context of the shoot, probably have done that. But look, there's a long way to go, and you never really know until the final shot's fired. But I've definitely put myself behind the 8 ball, and it'll be interesting to see where it finishes up.
Unfortunately for George, it wasn't enough, as Tamas Jerry from Hungary was crowned the overall winner with a score of 198.
Well done to all of those sporting shooters. Now we're off to find out about the Olympics.
At Rio 2016, Italy was top of the medals in shooting, but Team GB didn't come home empty-handed. Our 2 returning champions, Ed Ling and Steve Scott, let us into what it takes to be a medal-winning Olympian.
It feels amazing. I mean, I think it's one of the biggest Olympic medals they've made, so it's a big weight around my neck. I've had a few marks. I think I've got a scratch here somewhere now where I've had it on so long.
I knew if all I had to do was hit that target, it broke, and I sort of had a little smile to myself, clenched my fist, and thought, yeah, done it.
We've worked on a load of distraction techniques, even to the point of trying to put each other off dramatically by throwing empty cartridge boxes, empty cartridge cases and stuff like that at one another.
I mean, there's a lot of showmanship about the Olympics. Aren't you supposed to kind of tear your shirt off and run 3 times around the table?
Not me, definitely not me. No, look.
No Tai Chi.
No, you don't get a body like this doing Tai Chi, do you? This is made purely from bacon and sausages.
What kind of mental techniques did you use to get yourself in the right frame of mind?
I think it's more I've just pulled in on all the experience, that I've had over the years of my shooting career. This is obviously my 3rd games, Athens being the first, then London. The home ground at London was awesome, but then going into Rio, it's knowing exactly what I'm doing, just one at a time, and it's literally just a one-shot routine. Kill the target, move on. Leading up to each shot as they're going along, closing the gun, almost like once the gun's closed, that's it. It's like a little trigger on there, that's it now. I try and keep it very basic, very simple, and it doesn't always work.
I find for myself personally that if I do feel my heart rate going up around the plus 100 mark, and I'm about to shoot the last pair for a medal or something like that, I just 9 times out of 10 I would take just a deep breath and just like let it out, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. If you ask most shooters whether they're breathing in or out when they shoot, I'm pretty sure 98% of them won't actually know. That looks so weird looking into the camera. Yeah, big thank you to all you guys, and not only that, the fans, everyone that's supporting me. You've sent loads of lovely messages. Thank you so much, because I sat down on Facebook. I eventually switched my phone on after 3 days of winning the medal, and I was like, okay. I switched it on, and it just buzzed for like an hour, and I went through all the messages, and it did bring a tear to my eyes, some of them lovely messages you people sent, and some people I haven't even met, so thank you so much. It means a lot to me and Team GB, so keep them coming, and hopefully you'll see us again in Tokyo.
That's it for Claysports. Thanks very much for watching.